Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. How are you doing today on this beautiful Thursday, May 14th? By the way, this is Thursday. I forgot to tell you, Dave. This is Thursday.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's David Boggs. He's here. He's the director of the marching band up at Eastern Illinois University. The PMB, right? Or is it
PMB, Panther Marching Band?
Panther Marching Band up in Charleston, and he continues our Musicians Week here on Big Talk. I gotta tell you, before we even get going, I feel bad. I forgot to bring my tuba back up today.
Uh-oh.
Because I was really gonna audition. I was gonna try out.
You're in. I heard you play. I've heard you play.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in. How about that? That's so cool. But we're going to talk about a wide variety of subjects today. And before we get to that, let me remind you again, today is Thursday, May 14th. If you're watching this on YouTube, we're recording it on the 13th. Go ahead and pay attention to what your current health departments are telling you, because there's this coronavirus and shelter-in-place stuff. Keep that in mind, as that's why you see we are far apart, aren't we? Me and Dave. We are staying far. I elbowed him earlier.
Elbow bump on the way in.
There you go. Elbow bump. So we'll take care of that. What is going on in the area today? See, now you're off TV. You can go ahead and see what I'm doing over there. You can take a look if you don't want to, whatever you want to do. What's going on today here in the community events on Thursday, March 14th? Well, not a whole lot of community events. However, we are continuing along with Clay County State Bank the Corona Countdown, which is taking place, the Corona Countdown series taking place at Venue 720, and we'll have shows on tonight and for the next 3 nights. Actually, if you count tonight, it's Tuesday the 13th. We've got TJ Hernandez on the stage tonight, Ray Scott tomorrow. Friday's going to be Mudbone, and then Eldon Huff taking the stage on Saturday at 8 p.m. All those shows taking place at 8 p.m. on Channel 100 or Channel 25 or Channel 99 for that matter, depending on how you get your Wabash Catch TV. You can also find them on YouTube and all kinds of places. So do keep that stuff in mind. Again, their portions they're gonna take online tips via Venmo, as well as you can also make a request to the act. So the donations go to the Morris Mission, as well as to some special charities that the artists will tell you about during the night they are showing. Ask questions, make requests, and then give a donation or a tip to an artist also. So it's easy to do, and it's really helping out the bands and artists that are kind of struggling right now. This also is Thursday, May 14th. That makes it National Underground America Day. Completely covered homes or earth-sheltered homes are covered on all sides with earth, while earth-burned homes leave one side exposed. Approximately 6,000 people in the U.S. live in some form of underground architecture. Malcolm Wells of the National Underground America founded it, and he recognizes that thousands of Americans dwell in the earth, not just upon the earth. So there you can keep that. I've got that picture of that one. Got a different one there. That's kind of funky. You were talking a little bit a minute ago. You saw one in Colorado, kind of like that one, I guess, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. A dome actually was.
Oh, a dome.
One side that was totally glass on it. So
I got to tell you, looking at that one, Dave, I'd be kind of scared for that ventilator to get covered up with snow or something like that if that was out in the hills. Right. That ventilator's almost too short. Just about too short for that thing. But yeah, today is National Underground America Day. It all kinds of advantages to doing that. That was, let's see, today is also, you're going to like this one, ladies and gentlemen, this is National Dance Like a Chicken Day. National Dance Like a Chicken, yeah, there you go. See, that's the one I always sit down on when I go to weddings. I say, I'm not going to do that silly chicken dance. Although motto today is it encourages everyone to dance like a chicken. This day entertains from start to finish with people flapping their arms, strutting around chicken-like. I wonder who started that. Might have been Mick Jagger for all I know. Important chicken dance facts in Cincinnati, Ohio on September 20th, 2004 at the Oktoberfest Cincinnati, rock musician Vince Neil served as the Grand Marshal for the world's largest chicken dance up to that time. The evolution of dance, Justin Lepley's Evolution of Dance featured the chicken dance. On November 13th, 2009, in support of the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario, the CHT-FM played the chicken dance continuously until they sold 389 tickets at $100 a piece for the dream of a lifetime. How long do you think that played to get to 389 tickets sold? How many hours of the chicken dance on radio?
I have no idea.
Just 3 hours. Those people in Toronto must be very friendly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I'll say.
That's pretty good. And finally, in Mandan, North Dakota. In Mandan, North Dakota, July 4th, 2010, they established a new world record for the longest chicken dance at their annual Independence Day parade. The chicken dance covered 24 city blocks and was 1.627 miles long.
Wow.
That seems like a long chicken dance.
That's pretty cool.
I guess. I don't know. Do you chicken dance whenever you go to the weddings?
I would love to see the marching band do the chicken dance.
Hey, well, see, now you can control that. You can get that done. You're a guy who could get that done. I like your thinking.
Actually, ironically, we played that at a basketball game. We were asked not to play it again.
Hey, pull your microphone down so folks can hear you. There you go. Yeah, there you go. You say that one again.
So we were actually playing the chicken dance at a basketball game one time, and we're asked to stop playing that. It was kind of funny.
At a previous job or at this gig?
In a gig.
In this gig or a previous?
In this gig, yes.
In this gig?
Yeah, it was funny.
It wasn't Tom Michael telling you to stop, was it?
No.
Mr. Michael, I'm sorry.
He's awesome. Tom's
he is awesome. We like Tom. He's a good guy. This is also National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. May 14th ushers National Buttermilk Biscuit Day to celebrate this high-rising breakfast staple. I've got all kinds of things about the buttermilk biscuit here. Before the American Civil War, biscuits emerged as an inexpensive addition to meals. This sturdier bread product soon became popular as people realized it absorbed the gravy on their plate better than plain bread. I'm all for it. The first biscuit cutter was invented in 1875, and supermarkets often offered canned biscuits, refrigerated first in 1931. You now know more about biscuits than you probably ever thought you would.
Never did I know all that.
You're a biscuit genius.
Something to reflect upon now as I break out my refrigerated biscuits. And
there you go. Next time you pop your Hungry Jacks, off you'll be ready to go. What else do you want to see on television? The baseball is going on. Korean Baseball Organization baseball today on ESPN2. It's the Wyvern versus the LG Twins, and then tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. it's the Doosan Bears versus the Kia Tigers. That's Dave Boggs. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this. Stay around.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
That kind of stuff. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, ladies and gentlemen. Right there, it is David Boggs. He is the EIU Panther Marching Band Director. Thank you, Dave, so much for joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me.
I'm glad for you to be here. We're here. We're going to talk about a wide variety of stuff today. Dave has okay, I got to ask, when did you start playing an instrument, and what did you begin playing an instrument?
6th grade, I started playing a flutophone, which is kind of like a recorder.
A what?
A flutophone.
Okay.
Yeah, little, just like a recorder.
Sure. Where are you from?
I'm a Southern boy. I was born in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay.
And then grew up in Huntsville, Alabama, and then we moved to Shelbyville, Tennessee. So
you don't have much of the drawl. Heck,
well, that's because
I've got more of a drawl than you.
When I got my first job at Purdue University, I'm surrounded by kids from Pennsylvania, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio.
Yeah.
And probably within the first 3 days, we started connecting, and they started making fun of me. And so I'd walk up, and they said, "Well, shoot the dog. It's Dave Boggs." Like, man, I got to lose this accent.
Well, yeah, okay. What did you do at Purdue?
Assistant director of bands is a 1-year contract.
Okay.
So I went to school in Shelbyville, high school in Shelbyville. Did the whole band scene there for 4 years. Then went to Tennessee Tech University.
Okay.
And student taught in Nashville. So I had a great experience there.
Tennessee Tech is in
Cookeville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're actually one of our competitors now in the Ohio Valley Conference. So kind of ironic that.
That you have to root against your home.
I know, right? Makes life interesting.
And you have to root against your home.
And I had to do it twice this year because not only did we play Tennessee Tech in football and basketball, but we also had one of our early games against Indiana in football. So I had to root against my alma mater again.
Oh, that's too bad.
Time because I was an IU grad.
That's a shame. Oh, that's just such a shame. IU. That was a solid game. Okay, I'm asking about Purdue for a reason. Did you deal with the marching band there?
Yes.
Were you in charge? Who's in charge of the big drum?
There's actually a crew that it's part of. It's kind of co-ownership there.
The world. It's called the world's largest drum.
Yeah. And there's a really good story about this.
Tell me about it.
An unofficial story. So
we're going to get the unofficial.
We're going to get the unofficial version.
That's cool.
So Bill Moffitt was the director of bands there.
Bill Moffitt Sound Power Series.
There you go.
Played all my life, yeah.
So Bill wound up, the reason I wound up arriving there at Purdue, Bill wound up leaving about 3 weeks before marching band camp.
Oh, really?
Now, Joe Manfredo.
Did he leave or retire or something?
He retired.
Okay.
So Joe Manfredo, who had been the director of bands at Tennessee Tech, took over the job at Purdue as the concert band director.
I see.
2 years prior.
Okay.
Now, Joe and I were really tight, and he's, to this day, lifelong friend, my mentor, one of my dearest friends. Fantastic guy and a phenomenal educator. So I was looking for a job. Mm-hmm. My job options were Sunbright, Tennessee, which is a town of about 600 or so, and a marching band of 30. Yes, high school marching band. And then Joe called and said, "Hey, I've got a 1-year gig. We just need to hire somebody to help us out this year with picking up some of Bill Moffitt's things. I'm going to be taking over the marching band, and I need somebody who knows my system. Are you interested?"
Yes.
Well, heck yeah.
Big Ten band.
Big Ten band, Sunbright, Tennessee. Let me mull that one over. Okay.
Yeah.
So I took the job there at Purdue, knowing it was just going to be go in and then figure out what to do next after that.
Right.
Well, so great experience there with a marching band, and so getting back to the big bass drum, they've got a crew of 4 guys who push the drum and 2 beaters.
I got to ask, do they get to rotate?
They do. They spin the drum around. I mean,
no. I mean,
I don't know.
Does a kid spinning get to hit the drum?
That I'm not certain. The bass drum crew is kind of its own entity, or at least it was when I was there. So
really,
there was really no
different from the drum line.
Oh yeah. They have nothing to do with the drum line. Nothing to do.
That makes no sense at all to me, DB.
Well, they just come out and they spin the drum around. They jump up in the air to hit it.
They do that.
It's quite the show. I mean, you really look that up on the internet.
It's an outstanding show.
Yeah, it's very cool. So apparently, according to lore, Bill Moffitt decided at one point several years prior that he had the world's biggest bass drum.
Right.
Why not create the world's biggest drum line? So he actually had designed, again, I never saw the snare drum, but he had designed the world's largest snare drum, and he had the world's largest cymbals.
Oh my heavens! That's really cool. I'd love to have seen them.
This is all unofficial. This is all lore. But the story goes that they had a crew of guys who were going to play the cymbals, and the goal was that they would start at the 45-yard line one side of the field and the 45-yard line of the other side of the field, and they'd run together and you'd have the world's largest cymbal crash.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this ever happened, did it?
Well, the cymbals were supposedly 5 feet tall.
That probably has a little weight to them.
How the heck you do that is beyond me. So anyway, as lore goes, they ran together, and the crowd is expecting this, huge crash. Right. And what they got was more like a
muffle.
Yes.
Because they didn't come together right.
Well, how do you aim 2 things that are 5 feet around and hit it with proper cymbal technique? So apparently the first game the crowd booed.
Oh no!
Again, they tried it at a second game, and the same thing happened. At which point, the world's largest cymbals that night were carried down to the Wabash River and became the world's largest frisbees.
Now, I like that. That is so cool. But having played, I think I met Mr. Moffitt one time, and having played his arrangements for a few years, his arrangements were different from everybody else's arrangements. In that, whenever they were called a Bill Moffitt Sound Power Series arrangements, they were created for loud,
very well written.
Yeah, they were well written, but they are created for loud. He was not. Let's put it this: Mr. Moffitt was not subtle in his arrangements. But I can understand how he would have wanted that is really cool. You were at Purdue a year, then where'd you go?
1 year, then I went to Indiana. I had a choice of going to University of Colorado in Greeley or University of Illinois.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, that's
and Indiana, and
they probably paid better than we did.
Well, it was a pretty decent assistantship offer. I mean, housing was covered at that time. I got free tuition, and then a stipend. I think I was making,
you don't need to tell what you're making.
I was making about $600 a month. So
That'll work.
It was not bad.
And this back in the day too.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
We're not going to go how far back in the day.
I'm going to tell how far back.
Actually, it's funny because when I was stuck between Illinois and Indiana, I couldn't make up my mind. And I'm kind of I'm a little bit anal at times. And so I created a spreadsheet.
Marching director, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
So I created a spreadsheet, and with a point allocation of things I considered that were important for me for grad school, and a number of points. And so the funny thing is I go through this whole process, and I tied. What do you do, right? So at that point,
you're already living in Indiana.
Well, at that point, I went to the next best scientific method. I took a quarter, magic marker, one side red, the other side orange. I figured I was going to win either way, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So literally, I thought best 3 out of 5.
Okay. I guess IU hit 3.
First 3 were, Indiana. And so I thought, you know what? I wonder how far I'll go. So I just want to check my answers, as it were. So kept flipping. And I thought, well, I'll go 4 out of 7. Well, of course, at that point,
Yeah, well, it was already
odds
settled,
are pretty much set. But, Bruce, I didn't hit an orange until like the 11th flip.
10 in a row.
It was scary. I tried flipping the coin, let's start on red. Let's start on orange. Let's just toss it up in the air and let it hit the ground. It was red.
That's insane. I'm very impressed. That's really cool. I do like the decision making process. You're watching Big Talk. This is Dave Boggs, DB from Eastern Illinois University, the marching band director. We are going to be back right after this because I've got a question about that IU marching band that I need to know. Back right after this.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, My name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. David Boggs is here. He's the marching band director of the Eastern Illinois University Panther marching band up there at Charleston, and they've got an outstanding band. All right, how many people in the Panther marching band?
We marched right at 100 this
March
last
right
year.
at 100. Okay, that leads me back to my question about Indiana, and I'm going to ask you again, or I'll ask you this time. Indiana has always been known as the Marching 100. The Purdue marching band was known as
All-American Marching Band.
All-American Marching Band. The Eastern Marching Band is Panther Marching Band. The Illinois Marching Band, the Marching Illini. Every band has their own particular name. The Indiana Marching 100. You were in Indiana for how long?
2 years.
2 years. I got to tell you, I've been to every Illinois-Indiana game at both Illinois and Indiana for about the last 15 or 20 years, 30 years, well, 35. I've probably missed half a dozen games. There's more than 100 people out there in the Indiana.
Definitely.
Why are they called the Marching 100?
I would assume it goes back to the tradition sometime back of marching bands were looking at set blocks that you'd have a specific number of instruments that you'd accept in.
Yeah.
And, Illinois right now has, I think Barry marches, I don't know, it's in mid 300s.
Probably.
He's got a set block that he looks at every year.
Yeah,
based
because
upon
now
drill, and
they're marching 24 sousophones now.
it's huge.
Can you imagine? I mean, when I was there, we marched 16, and I thought that was big. And add another squad to each side. Plus, then you have alternates in the squad. He probably has over 400 in the band program, I would think.
Oh, it's crazy because when they do their competition show at the Marching Illini Festival, you'll see the starters, as it were, out on the field, and you'll see probably 60 people off on the sideline that are the alternates for that particular show.
They're the alternates, and they'll have those kids. They'll be out there. They'll pull the ribbon and that kind of stuff onto the field, and the banners and that kind of stuff. So it's fascinating how these things work. Before I've got some pictures set up here before we get on to Eastern's marching band. You live in where?
I live in Breeze, Illinois.
But you teach in Charleston.
I teach in Charleston.
That's a heck of a commute there, DB.
I think it's 124 miles one way.
How do you keep yourself going?
Lots of caffeine.
Tell me about your invention before I get any farther. I've got your picture. I'm going to show your picture. He has invented a drink, ladies and gentlemen, that he's very proud of. He's being bashful right now. Tell me about your drink.
Well, so realizing I need caffeine boosts from time to time.
Yeah.
I do drink a lot of tea. I mean, you will always see me on the EIU campus with a cup of McDonald's tea in my hand. Always.
Sweet or
unsweetened.
Okay,
even though I'm from the South, ironically, right?
Good for you. I think that's
totally
healthier.
Unsweetened. Yeah,
you got to do that.
I'll probably go through anywhere from 4 to 6 teas in a day. Now, luckily, the folks at McDonald's are great because they I'm a regular customer at McDonald's anymore, and so they just let me refill when I go in.
Well, see, now that's kind.
I give them a lot of business, So, yeah.
But that's not what you invented.
But that's not what I invented. I tried at one point. Somebody gave me actually an iced coffee from McDonald's. It was an iced mocha.
Nice.
And I said, "Wow, I like this." kind of, but I just can't drink it because there's too much coffee
Yeah.
and not enough mocha to it. So
And it's iced?
Yeah, and it's iced, and it was great on a summer day. I mean, I drank a ton of these this summer. Only one on those because they don't give free refills on those.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So I thought, you know what? What if I could save some money, because a lot of McDonald's have McDonald's coffee for $1. So I've got those McDonald's scoped out on my drive.
Right.
I know where all the dollar McDonald
That's cool.
coffees
That's
are.
thinking.
And what if I drive along?
You brought it.
I have two ways of doing this. I have what I keep in my car with me, my Nesquik, because it doesn't have to be refrigerated after you open it.
That's great.
Right there.
Yeah.
And slightly better alternative is the Hershey's chocolate. They also have the Hershey's Dark, but this has to be refrigerated. So this stays in my office at the office.
Oh, I see. Okay.
In the fridge,
All right.
yeah.
So basically, you use the other one when you'll use the Hershey's if you're on your way home
Right.
or something.
Right.
You'll get one going.
Yep. I will stop in Effingham and grab what my daughters have. My daughters, Savannah and Zora, hi girls, have coined this as Choffee.
Choffee. Here are the makings of Choffee right there. You see the I guess that's the sweet tea in the back, or the unsweetened
Right.
tea in the background.
There you go. Yep.
See that's. I'm glad you're a health nut, DB. That makes a ton of sense. You're thinking about your health.
Well, when you see how much of this goes in the Choffee, you would not say I'm healthy nut, because this will last for about 5 cups.
Oh, really? So you are loading it up.
Oh, when I say I don't like the taste of coffee, I truly don't like the taste of coffee. So maybe if I get 6 out of this, it's a good week.
How many are you going to get out of the Hershey's?
About the same.
All right. Oh, speaking of unsafe at any speed, when did this happen? I've flashed. This was on your.
That was this fall. And
That was this.
scary thing about this one was I was in the opposite lane,
Oh, really?
driving towards the truck, and looked over, glanced over, and you can see to the left of the road, there's a little bit of a drop off. It's
Right.
a road construction zone.
Yeah.
And he had actually, his tires had gone over the yellow line,
Okay.
and he'd swerved.
So he was
And
coming back on.
He was trying to get back on the interstate. He flipped it, and the scary thing is that the gravel spray from the truck hit on my side of the road twice, and then hit my car
Oh, as you were driving.
as I was driving. So I'm watching this, trying to figure out where
am I going?
go? Because there's a truck that way, you can see how wide the truck
Yeah.
is. Where do you go? If he flips and slides, you got no place.
Well, you made it to school on time.
Oh, yeah. I stopped, actually talked to the driver, checked to make certain he was okay. And, we need to do that.
Yeah,
somebody's
absolutely right. Absolutely
trouble,
right.
so-
You mentioned your daughters. I've got a couple of pictures of your daughters here before we get back to the school stuff. This was in Chicago, apparently.
Right, Chicago Jazz Festival, yeah.
How old are those girls?
Savannah on the left as you're viewing it, in the dark top, is 18, just turned 18. So happy 18th on
Happy
April
18th,
11th.
Savannah.
She, for some reason, didn't get posted someplace. My ex-wife shared that with me this morning. So we're saying happy birthday to you now.
There you go.
And Zora just turned 13.
And we have their picture in front of. That's the same time frame, I guess, right?
Yep, same shot.
Looks
So,
like they get to. Looks like they get to play a little bit of volleyball in your backyard.
well, Clinton County, you've got to grow up.
You grow up as a volleyball player.
As a volleyball player, you pop out of birth. I think in the hospitals they should now at this point, if you're a female, just give you a volleyball.
That's
as you head
basically-
out, because that's about it.
Well,
So,
Savannah play libero.
Savannah wanted to play libero. She was actually
Setter?
a setter. Zora is now the volleyball player in the family.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Savannah stopped playing. She decided she wanted to go the band route. She went to Mater Dei, so she went the band route,
Yeah.
starting her exclusively starting her sophomore year. She
Okay.
tried volleyball her first year.
Well, that's cool.
Zora's at Lebanon right now, and she is definitely going to be a really strong volleyball player. That's why the court's in the backyard. And
Well, see now that I'm going to show one last picture just to
there we go.
just to get rid of the IU stuff out of my computer. I wanted to make sure I cleared. Who won that game?
I'm just trying to dress up your space here a little bit. But,
Who won that game?
that was a nightmare. all the way down to the wire.
Oh, that was a tie. Was that this last year?
That was his last year, yeah. 1-pointer, I think, a 3-pointer, something like that.
Yeah. Indiana was coming back at the end and just didn't catch us.
Yeah.
That's too bad. That's really too bad for me.
I can tell. He's dripping with sympathy here. Thank you.
We'll be right back. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Dave Boggs back in a second.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hit the right button. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is David Boggs. He is from Eastern Illinois University. He is the marching band director, the director of the Panther marching band, and as well as basketball band.
Yes, basketball band. Love it.
I must ask, which do you prefer more, or do you?
I love them both, but for different reasons. I grew up doing, doing competitive marching band. And that's great, just the shows and the outdoor experience.
I gotta ask a question.
Sure.
Is there always a Russian judge? I mean, is there always some judge that kind of downgrades? Do you ever feel like there is a particular judge?
There's usually, I think, one who's a little bit more darker, shall we say, in their comments.
Oh, really?
I will never forget my first year because I taught at Newton. That was my first.
Taught at Newton High School here
right up the road.
Speaking of, the Eagles marching band is astounding. They're always very good.
Yeah, exactly. But I ran that competition the first year I took the job, and I got confronted with a color guard instructor afterwards who came up to me and said, "How do I talk to my kids about this?" And,
Really?
And I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" And she said, "The guard judge gave us a 17 out of 100."
How is that possible?
Well, it's
I mean, even
it could be possible. It could be possible, but that's not educational. And you can say the same thing with a 50 that you can with a 17.
Sure.
And so
I mean, if they struggle.
Yeah, I have used that example every time. We've hosted competitions when I was over at McKendree. We host the Panther Marching Band Festival now. I bring up that example every single time of what not to do, because our job is education.
Right.
We're supposed to be teaching kids and encouraging them and motivating them, and
drum and bugle corps, the kids are paying to play anyway.
Right.
And
right.
it's that's a heck of a commitment.
Yeah. The drum corps life is exceptional.
Twice what
marching
college
band
life probably is.
Marching band on steroids. So
it is.
great activity. Great activity.
Yeah. Okay, so you're like both the marching and the basketball bands. How easy or difficult is it? I guess it depends on the school or where you are on how easy or difficult it is to make sure you have enough players, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of variables that go.
I mean, we see the enrollments falling in,
except for Eastern.
Around the state, except for Eastern.
Well, Eastern's up actually.
Really?
Yes, I was actually checking this out yesterday and today. Overall enrollment for spring was up in 17, I think, or maybe it was 18, up 5%. In 19, it was up 7%, and up 2% is in 2020. And new students coming in, 24.5%, I think, 2 years ago.
Really?
And 12.5% last year.
Wow.
So Eastern's actually doing really well right now. And part of that, I mean, it's just such a great place to go.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great campus, small. It's kind of a mid-sized school with a small school feel.
Right.
But this is huge for us. We're offering every student this year who's in the dorms, they have a single room.
No kidding.
With no upcharge in response to the coronavirus. Yeah.
Wow, that makes a
David Glassman, the president there, is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the vision of taking that step, and let's make certain we're keeping our students safe. And Jay.
Sure,
Gatrell,
Jay Gatrell.
He was on the show, and I mean, just
Did you go back and look at the Jay Gatrell show?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
He did a nice job.
Yeah.
You're doing better, but
of course. No, Jay's great. I love the people.
Well, see, that's the thing, and Jay put it across. He basically put the last summer. He put the mood across. It is an improving, wonderful place to be.
It is. And I come from a small school. I taught at McKendree for 20 years. And so, a school of 1,500 students on campus, I'm familiar with the small school environment. And I'll tell you, as good as that was, in the, I started in July this last July.
Year.
So, I'm coming up on 9 months of working there at Eastern. And I've already forged relationships that are equal to, if not better, than what I had at McKendree.
That's outstanding.
The people are just amazing at Eastern.
Yeah.
So,
You know why Eastern was so popular when I went to school? I didn't go to Eastern. I had one of my best friends went to Eastern. Two of my best friends are Eastern grads, and 3 or 4 of my best friends actually are. I better not stop counting now that I think I've got like 15 or 20 best friends who are Eastern grads. But the ones who are guys, back in the 1980s, Eastern was like still 2-to-1 women because it was a teacher's college. It was still 2-to-1 women to men. And back in like the 50s and 60s, Eastern was 10-to-1 women to men.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Did not know that.
I'm just telling you. There's a reason that sometimes it's more popular than other times.
There we go. So if you can't get a date in those times, you're kind of have some problems.
There you go. We're going to come back, wrap things up with Dave Boggs. We're going to show a little bit of a snippet of his band in action, as well as give you a couple of idea of what the life is for a college student in the band, because you know it and I know it, but I got to tell you, I don't think most of the world realizes how much work these kids put in. Right. We'll be back right after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Places.
Hello, folks. Actually, I'll tell you one. You ever go to Columbus, Ohio?
Yeah.
Thurman Inn. You ever been to Thurman?
I've not.
You'll like that. And then there's another place. That's a burger place, but we're talking food, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not going to talk food on TV. We'll talk food later. Next time he comes on, we'll talk about the favorite places in the.
Got lots of them.
See, you mentioned Bloomington. I was kicked out of Kilroy's twice for life.
How do you get kicked out twice for life?
Well, I showed back up about a year or two later. But that's an entirely other story. All right, so you're the marching band director. You march about 100 kids. Are you still looking for kids maybe to join for 2020-21?
Yeah, we just auditioned a color guard student yesterday. The auditions, we auditioned for drumline, we auditioned for color guard, and those are super simple right now. Just send in a video to us.
Oh, really?
That's it. Yeah, because with the pandemic, we're not doing anything face to face at this point. And it can just be what you've done, your high school show. We'll take a look at that and use that. For wind players, just sign up. Super simple.
That's great.
Yeah. Make it easy.
How many horns do you have? How many sousaphones do you have? I know you marched 7 last year, but I didn't know how many you play.
We did. We started off
available.
with 8, and we wound up marching 7. We've just ordered 2 brand new ones for this next year. So yeah,
Kings.
Jupiter's.
Oh, okay, that's a nice one.
Yep.
That'll be a nice one.
Yep.
And the cool part is, I got to ask the question because I didn't notice. I believe I did notice on the field. You're not putting the covers on the horns, are you? The like bell covers.
No. We need. I don't know where they are. First year there may be in storage.
No. I'm saying don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah. That's what I'm suggesting because whenever I used to go back in the marching Illini, I was the homecoming band. I did the homecoming band for about 10 or 12 years, and I basically stopped whenever they started putting the covers on. Because I mean it cuts your sound. And I gotta play. I gotta be heard, DB, if I'm gonna play.
Of course.
All right, I've got a couple pictures here from the Eastern Panther band. All right, now we've got a nice line. You know, you can see something very unusual about this line, Dave. Now this might be it might be different in Charleston, but everybody's in a row, even the sousaphones. That's very impressive.
Okay. That's a given for me.
Really?
We work on alignment and spacing, and we really work on
in the middle. I'm only teasing. In the middle of the line.
This is actually in the pregame show, I think, and so we're spelling out the letters PMB in this, which is why they're lined up.
Panthers marching band. I like that. You got a kid practicing after practice. Who's that?
This kid's awesome.
Who is that kid?
That's Charles Kaprowski Barr. He was auditioning for drum corps.
Oh, really?
And so every practice, we finish up a 2-hour practice. We just rehearse 3 days a week, but he'd finish up practice, and he'd spend anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes out there.
No kidding.
Yeah. Every
I tell
day.
you, if the kid's having fun doing it, it's a real outstanding way to learn a skill.
Right.
Just amazing. One of the things that folks need to realize is it is all weather, isn't it?
It is all weather. Yes, sir. This is from homecoming, and that's what we dealt with from the time we showed up for setup in the morning at 8 a.m., 7:30 a.m., all the way. I think it stopped raining for maybe 20 minutes throughout the course of the day. So our guys that day were probably in the rain. We made like ducks. We were in the rain for probably 6.5 hours that day. And you know what? Here's the great thing, is that so many people would say, that's just terrible. Why would you do that? And that can't be fun. And our kids had a blast.
It's such fun.
They had so much fun, and they've got such great stories from doing that.
I mean, that's the thing. If you look at my Twitter feed, which is Tuba Fossil BD, my whole you're supposed to put a highlight or your little description of yourself in your. My only description is the Twitter feed on the Twitter feed is played in the 1985 Peach Bowl.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Played sousaphone in the 1985 Peach Bowl, and it rained 3 inches during the game.
Wow. That's a lot of rain.
I was carrying a sousaphone in that. Yeah, it was a lot of rain. It was New Year's Eve like a long, long, long time ago.
But what a great story now, right?
Oh, I just told the story 35 years later.
There it is, right?
Yeah. That's the thing. You meet incredible people. You meet incredible. You'll make friends for life. I've got several friends for life from marching band. Let's see, you've got also hoops. I like this. This is playing in a practice, isn't it?
We had just actually, on the left side of the screen is another concourse. You can see at the far right, you've got the band members down there.
That's at Lance Gym.
Mm-hmm. It's a Lance Gym. So on the opposite end is where we're feeding the band lunch.
Oh, okay.
And we walked in, marched in, and saw the basketball team playing. And Jace Buenauer is just awesome. As a coach, he actually came out and spoke to the band.
Oh, that's great.
At one point during rehearsal. So did
Spoon's been there several years now, hasn't he?
Yeah. And Adam Cushing, football coach, came out and talked to the band as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So we saw here that the basketball team was practicing and just decided to pop in and give an impromptu performance of Panther War Chant and the fight song.
So now that's during a break or before. You've had your game day practice, getting ready probably for the game.
We had just finished practice. We just finished the library concert, and we had marched over. We now march the football team over to the stadium.
Do you do a library concert every week?
Every game day.
Every game day.
Yep.
No kidding.
So we finish up the library concert. We march over to Lance Gym, pick up the football team, and do the Panther prowl with the football team. We lead them over
now that's
to the.
all right. What was that, about an hour before game time or something?
About 2
hours. All right. Well, you see.
And so at this point, we just finished the Panther prowl. We're headed back to eat and take some downtime.
Yeah.
And so we saw the opportunity, and the kids are so awesome. They were just like, yeah, sure, let's go.
Sure, we get a chance to play.
Yeah.
Get a chance to play and chance to watch the basketball.
Right.
I like this also. This is really cool. When did you have the happy holidays? Because I don't think Eastern made the playoffs. Though they did make the playoffs this year.
No, that was just we decided the best way to spread good cheer would be to go ahead and give our students an option of buying a marching band card.
Oh, that's the postcard.
So, that's a postcard. And so one of those other photos I'd sent to you was me standing in front of the
I've
decoration.
got that too. Yeah, I've got you in an ornament.
There we go. Yeah.
So what'd you do? Put a light behind that thing or something?
Homemade in my garage.
How many of those things did you make?
I think I made 30 of them. 24, 28, 30, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just I had the scene shop cut them. They got sanded down. That was all, and then I painted them, took 3 coats of paint.
And made it into that.
Yeah, and so you see the decorations there, blue, gray, and white. And then the funny thing is that the lights that you see, simply this. Just a cell phone.
That? See, now that's really cool. That's thinking. That makes it easy to do. Let me show that again. So everybody's just flashing their light.
They just have their cell phone with
have their cell phones going.
And unfortunately, we had 2 people, I think, whose cell phone battery had just died. Literally, as we're starting to take the photo.
So you are obsessive if you could notice 2 kids' lights out of that thing.
Yeah, I was not a happy camper at that point.
Oh well, that's so cool though. How do folks find out more information about PMB?
Just go to the website. Go to EIU's website and just log into there's a little search bar. Just plug in Panther Marching Band, and you'll find our webpage. My email is there, dgboggs, BOGGS, at EIU.edu, dgboggs@eiu.edu. Drop me an email. We'll get you squared away.
I tell you what, I really appreciate you coming down here to spend your time with me. And speaking of time, there's only 3 rehearsals a week typically, right? Or how much time does a student typically spend with a marching band and with basketball band?
So we're spending 5.5 hours a week in rehearsal. Okay. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 till 5:50 p.m. So there's 5.5 hours. Game days you usually kick off.
It's a day.
Yeah, on the game day we'll start at 8 and we'll finish up at 4:30 or so.
Yeah. They usually have the games at 1 o'clock at Eastern, right?
Yeah, they kind of float. It was noon, 1, 2, and 4 this year. So,
really?
Yeah, they're kind of all over the place.
It depends on how much TV money they're able to get.
I guess, yeah. So, it's not a huge time commitment. And for the students and parents who are wondering, well, my son or daughter's already done this in high school for 4 years. Let's face it, high school band can really wear you out. Especially if you're in a competitive group. But college marching band is so different. I talk about it as comparing a kiwi to a watermelon. Yeah. They're both fruits, but what a huge difference between the 2 fruits.
That's exactly right.
And they're both great.
Yeah.
But high school marching band, a lot is about the competition. College, it's so much about
having fun.
It really is. And entertaining the audience and supporting athletics. It's just a great experience. And the best way to make your friend group when you come on campus, because you got to be there early.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Dave Boggs. Get a hold of him if you're interested in Eastern Marching Band, or if you're interested in just giving him a chat. The guy can talk. He does a nice job. Thanks, Dave, for being here. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all real soon. Hey, thank you all so much. Stay safe. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.